Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, Table Time. Today, this is just kind of going to be some self-expression. Um, it's not going to be directed at any one thing. It's just going to be personal, I guess. Um, Something I want to talk about today. I mentioned it in the last video, but the reason I started making these videos is because I love YouTube. I think it is an awesome platform, and I think that it's a really good place to connect with people and build an audience and blah 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 blah. The thing is, though, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know. I didn't know what kind of content I wanted to make. Because I'm the kind of person that, even though I like to be creative, I like to write a lot. It's hard for me to sit down and script something that feels authentic, and so all my videos have been just me sitting down. I say all four of them now have been me sitting down in front of this computer and you know talking into this microphone, not really having any kind of direction about where I wanted to go. It was just sort of like what was relevant, and you know, I would love to build an audience to where I could do YouTube as more than just like a passion project. I'd really love to do it. I'd really love to make videos full time. That would be just an awesome goal. But I wanted to build something that felt like a community of people, and obviously, to everyone who subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Even if you don't watch all my videos, just the fact that you subscribed was really cool, and I really appreciate it. Um, and I don't really feel like I have a sense of direction right now, in terms of, I don't do any editing on my video, well, except for like adding an intro, like little scroller or whatever. Um, but this is just me. Like, I don't do any video editing. I don't do multiple takes. It's just one take. I just sit down and here I am. And, um, I wanted to build something that would induce fan engagement, audience engagement, to where we could have a good discourse about things. But until I get to a point where, I have enough interaction, sorry, let me move this down a little bit. Until I get to a point where I have enough interaction, that's just obviously not going to be possible. So today, what I wanted to talk about is depression. And this is something I know about well. For anyone who knows me or has spent any time with me, I am prone to it. I'm prone to anxiety for different reasons. But depression is one of those things. It's seasonal in my life, and I don't mean seasonal as in like, some people get seasonal depression, like where they're depressed all winter or whatever, or during this, summer or anything like that. It's just, for me, when I say seasonal, I just mean like reoccurring. It's not constant, and it's not a thing that's constantly crippling to me, like to where, to the the extremes that some people suffer from it. But it is something that definitely, when it does get its grips in me, it is debilitating, to say the least. And like, even doing videos, like, it's hard for me to like look directly at the camera sometimes, because it's just, it's a self-worth issue at the end of the day. It definitely is. And you know it's one of those things where I don't know if it's a chemical imbalance. I don't know if it's just who I am, but for the past week, 2 weeks now, it's just been something that's been so heavy on me. And the thing I think I hate about it the most is that whenever I get into a lull like that, I become so critical and cynical, not just of myself but of other people too, and that's super not fair, not cool, and it really makes me sad. Um, and I've got friends that I can reach out to. It's not like I don't want anyone to think this is a cry for help, because it's not. Um, this is literally just, I guess, just an expressive time. It's just me venting into the camera, hoping that someone understands and can relate. Um, for me, when COVID happened, and I work in the restaurant industry, everyone got laid off, everyone lost their jobs, um, especially servers and bartenders. I know the world just kind of went upside down. And for me, that I moved out to a new house, and I've got a car payment, I've got rent, I've got bills, just like everyone else, and um, it's just been a really difficult time. And I was adjusting fairly well to it. I mean, I had unemployment, that was nice. But it's one of those things now to where, like, that's not being offered anymore, because once you get called back to your job, if you say no, well, you're not going to get unemployment. And if you say yes, you're going into work at a restaurant that's 33% capacity, social distancing every 6 feet. So the money that you're making is not going to be on par with what you were making before, when you were, say, obviously at 100% capacity. And so it's just been this time, especially this last couple of weeks, has been really, really difficult. And uh, I just think that, especially, I'm not going to get into anything political or BLM or any of that stuff right now, but not that saying Black Lives Matter is political. It shouldn't be, because Black lives do matter. But it's just one of those things where, with everything happening in the country right now, I'm kind of an empath, and so just the constant waves of negativity, along with my own personal issues, is just, it feels like an anvil is sitting on my chest. And I want to help people. I want to be there for people, um, but at the same time, like, I feel incapable of that sometimes, because I can't even be there for myself. And I don't want anyone to think that I don't have a good support system, because I've got great family, I got great friends, I'm incredibly blessed. Um, I mean, this microphone, this computer, this room in this house. I mean, I've got things I need, um, and things that even a lot of people don't have. So I don't want this to come off as me complaining, because it's not. It's just, I would love to see something motivating for myself, and something inspiring, because this has just been a really, really hard time in my life. And I turned 30 in February, and I went to college, I did all the things that people say you're supposed to do, and I find myself in my work life and everything just being completely unfulfilled, which sucks, to be honest. And that depression sometimes can just, like, some days I just laid in bed. I didn't even I didn't even leave my house, because it's just too difficult. And you know you get attacked sometimes for saying stuff like that, because people think you're weak, or people think you're, whatever. But it's not weakness. It's when you wake up every day and you have no motivation, you have no purpose, no sense of fulfillment from anything that you're doing in your life. What's the point in getting up? What's the point in, thank you, computer. What's the point in getting out of bed at times, And I just want to let you know that if you're going through that, I've been there with you. If you have anxiety that makes it hard for you to be in public places and want to leave your house, want to go to work, want to be the best employee that you can be, or the best son, daughter, father, mother, wife, husband, I completely understand. And just know that I'm praying for you, and I hope that it gets better for you. That's one thing that I pretty consistently hear is, it'll get better. It'll get better. And I pray that it does, because it's been difficult. And I know this is going to be a longer video, and some of you might not make it to the end. That's fine. It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, the people that want to hear what I have to say are going to hear it, and the ones that don't, and that's cool. That's the whole point of this. So if you're a subscriber and you want to watch the video and you can relate to where I'm coming from, awesome. If you can't relate and you've never had to deal with any type of depression or anxiety, pray for your friends that do. Be there for them. Pick up the phone. I think that's one thing that I'm really bad at, is burning bridges. And when I say bad at, I mean incredibly good at. I've lost a lot of really good friends, and through no fault of anyone's but my own. Just because, like I said, just this cynical, depressed side rears its ugly head. And that's partly why I have chosen to start making videos, even though I'm using a webcam, and I don't have a professional camera. I don't do editing, anything like that, because it gives me something to look forward to, even as infrequent and sporadic as it's been. It gives me some sense of purpose just to get up and talk to you guys. So I just want to let you know that if you are struggling with depression, anxiety, just anything that feels like it's a burden on you, it's wearing you down, I'm with you. I understand. And I love you guys. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope that you can find some semblance of peace in the craziness that is happening right now. I hope that you have a support system that's there with you, behind you, that keeps you motivated and happy. I think that's something that a lot of people don't seem to understand, is happiness is incredibly fickle. And what are we all working towards? It's we want to be happy, but what is that? What does that mean? What does it mean to be happy? I don't even know, because that's something that I feel like it fluctuates. Like your emotions change a million times a minute, or at least I know mine do. I can have a generally like steady appearance, I suppose, but I mean, I have a million things going through my head at all times, and I understand that people can't always keep that in and keep that image of themselves like as being a positive person. I try to be generally positive, but again, I have these external factors, or internal factors rather, that just completely dismantle me sometimes. And so I just want to let you know that if you don't have a support system, if you don't have someone telling you that you're loved, if you don't have someone to share the burden, then talk to me. Shoot me a comment, DM me, hit me with your phone number, hit me with your contact info, your email, whatever, and let's talk about it, because I know that selfishly it helps me to talk about it, and I think it would help other people too. And that's why I started this, is because I guess I could have gone 1,000 million billion different ways with content creation, and I mean, who's to say that I won't at some point? But obviously there's no there's no budget for this. It's just me talking into a microphone, and it's just me exposing myself, I suppose, to the world. Um, and I wanted it to be a channel for people to be able to, like I said at the beginning, be a community, to come together and build everyone up. I don't want to spark debate. I don't want to spark dissension amongst people. I just want people to be happy, man, even if it's fleeting and momentary. I just want you to be able to come to my channel and watch usually a short video, a 5-minute video, 10-minute video, and walk away from it feeling like someone cares about you, and walk away from it feeling like you have someone in your corner. Um, so even if you have people in your corner, and like I do, and you have a great support system, and then great. But if you want if you want someone that's completely removed from your situation, you just need an ear. Um, you know, hit me up. I'm here. I'm probably dealing with a lot of the things that you're dealing with, and maybe your situation is immensely worse than mine. I don't know, but let me know if I can help you, because I know that I need help, and I am incredibly blessed to have the people in my life that I have. My parents, my grandmother, my cousins, my friends, um, and I try not to waste that. I try to be mindful of it, but I know that the hardest part about being depressed, being anxious, being self-conscious, not having a sense of self-worth or a sense of purpose is that you don't want to reach out. You don't want to talk about it. But I promise you that talking about it makes it tactile in a way, because by not talking about it, you're not acknowledging that there's an issue. You're not acknowledging that there's a problem to be addressed. And if you don't acknowledge it, then you can't address it. You can't try to take positive steps to overcome it. So anyway, sorry for the length of this one, guys. It's looking like it's going to be about a 20-minute video, so I understand if you don't make it to the end. But for all of you that have made it to the end, I just want to say thank you, and I love you, and I appreciate you. And if I can be there for you in any way, feel free to let me know. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. See you next time.